Hello everybody and welcome back to Europa, where Ando has claimed our territory. Okay, sure. But what we have more importantly is this rebel uprising brewing. We need to deal with that. We could provoke them, but given the similarities between our number of troops and how many they'd have if we provoked them, I think we're better off waiting for them to spawn. There's only a 2.4% chance each month. However, we should definitely increase autonomy up here. And that is, of course, because we want to stave off this uprising over here. And that should solve the problem. With the next revolt being in 25 years, their unrest should drop from separatism by then. So that'll be fine. And war exhaustion as well. War exhaustion will drop similarly. So we definitely need to chill at the moment. We need to work up our bank. We need to work up our manpower. We've expanded as much as we can up here, and I think it's unlikely that we can actually core anything down here. So realistically, at this point, we need to wait for this axis to give us an opportunity to expand into Nivk. Something like that. One of those. And we can work on bringing down our corruption as well. That wouldn't be the worst idea. Why are we losing 0.33 yearly? No, that's prestige. Okay, this makes more sense. I don't know why I was looking at prestige there. That makes no sense. So we are losing cash right now, and we can only sit here for so long. Maybe we do have to provoke this. Next revolt will be in about 6.4 years. What happens if we just harsh treatment them? That would reduce their progress by 30%. Just went up to 6.9 years. It's only a 1.2% chance now. I feel like this just isn't going to happen. Now, how much of this is... Friendly troops is 2.5. War exhaustion is 2.14. I feel like this is just not going to happen. So let's go ahead and drop our army maintenance, but I don't want to drop it all the way. I want to drop it down to the point where we are still gaining 109 men per month. Is this tooltip updating, or do we need to tick? We need to tick. Okay. So we'll try here, and we'll see what that looks like. That's... Okay, that filled out a little bit. So we need to be, I don't know, maybe around here? Let's see. Come on, Munstick. You can do it. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. In fact, we're full here now, aren't we? So we don't need to do army maintenance up at all. Well, maybe a little bit, because we're planning to move them back to the mainland here soon. And I do think that we're going to want to restore a little bit of manpower here. But let's go ahead and get them moving on over. Yeah, this will be a better location to have them. So unrest here is going to come up. In fact, we should probably wait here. The game just crashed. Okay, that's exciting. I don't know why the game crashed there, but hopefully it doesn't continue doing that. Let's see about getting back in. And there was an autosave that was made, so I'm not going to restart the episode like I normally would when the game crashes this early. I'm not claiming it crashes this early frequently, but it did just crash. There was no reason for a crash there, as far as I can tell. So we're relaunching the game here. This is exciting content, I'm sure. Eventually, OBS will realize that the game is launching. We're on the loading screen right now. Come on, OBS, you can do it. You can do it, OBS. We're in game now. OBS has not figured out that we're in game yet. There we go. Okay, took OBS a moment there. So, where are we here? We are at 1.3 unrest. Where is our army maintenance? Our army maintenance is maxed. We've not quite filled this out yet. We're going to sit around here. Okay, so we're back a little bit here. Ando made another claim. I don't think they did that the last time, did they? It feels like they didn't. But okay. We're not running any mods here. Maybe it's something with the random new world that's causing it to crash, because that's twice now in this campaign that it's crashed. That is unusual for it to crash this frequently. But we'll see if that continues. So we're currently at a 3% chance in Kamchatka. And that is, of course, because the friendly troops have not as much influence because their army maintenance is down. So they're at 3 unrest here. But as the war exhaustion and overextension comes down, that will drop. So that's good. Now, I would like to have this drop faster, but there's not a lot we can do about that. When is this going to be done coring? Okay, 1 June. That's not bad. So like 1 more month tick until that's done. So that will drop the unrest here by 0.12. That's not a huge amount. But also if we go into our stability, our war exhaustion is dropping as well. So that's fantastic, coming down by 0.1 per month. This is now cored, which means unrest here is now down to 2.6. Of that, 1.84 is the war exhaustion. And 1.39 is the intolerance. Okay, we're going to 2.4%. I would really like to move our troops out of there. If we dropped army maintenance all the way, that's exactly the same as if our troops weren't there at all. Okay. We're going to head out, and we're going to deposit our troops over here. We'll come back if we need to. I don't necessarily think that we will. The odds are very low, right? It's only a 2.8% chance per month. So that should be fine, and this number is continuing to drop. 1.56 more can drop from war exhaustion, and the separatism will decay by 0.5 point yearly. So on January, we're going to get another 0.5 point dropped. Religious unity is something that we should definitely think about. Majapahit is doing things. Good for Majapahit. And we should definitely sit at economy tab. There we go. We should definitely sit right here. And the idea here is that we're going to reinforce 8 troops per month. Excellent. We're mostly building up our manpower. Cool. I want to look... Oh, for a second there, I thought it was going to crash again. It froze for a moment when I selected this province here. Interesting. I was just double checking that we were at 555 development in both of these, and we are. So that's absolutely fine. Now, we still do want to be making some money, but I also want to root out plenty of corruption. So we're going to make a little bit of money right now. We're going to mostly be rooting out corruption. So that will work down our corruption a fair amount there, actually. Excellent. We can bump this up a little bit more. There we go. And these guys are just chilling and reinforcing. Oh, separatists have entered up here. Well, that's rude of them. Okay. So we'll have to handle that. So we can't root out corruption right now. We'll bring our army maintenance back up. And then these guys, they're just going to transport up over here. We should be able to transport fairly quickly there now, but they're going to occupy this, which will increase the separatism here. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Or rather, it'll give us extra years of separatism. Yep, 10 years of separatism there. Okay. Well, we're going to deposit some troops right here. And eventually we'll make our way over. We're definitely slow moving through these territories. There's no doubt about that. This doesn't feel like Speed 3, does it? But that's just because it's difficult to move around in this area. We're definitely on Speed 3. So we're losing 0.35 per month right now. A wave of obscurantism, huh? We'll lose the prestige. I don't want more unrest right now. So that'll be fine. Eventually our troops will get up here and we will defeat these guys. But that will take a little while. So that's fine. We do have some manpower in the bank. But we need to get rid of this force up here. That's for sure. Yeah, separatism of 18.5. That's a bit rough. But we're going to be depositing our last force over here in a moment, and that'll be fine. We do have enough morale to go fight these guys, and that's perfect. 620, and their leadership is kind of crappy. Spy network construction will take prestige. Thank you very much. And in we go. So we'll arrive there on 30 September. Man, it takes a long time to get around up here. That's not shocking, but it very much takes a long time. This is interesting. For a second there, I thought that they were thinking about attacking us, and they still could be. But Ando is not very powerful. They only have 4,000 troops. So that's not really a concern. So we're going to hit these guys very shortly here on 30 September. So right now. And how are we rolling here? Kind of poorly. I mean, they do have a terrain benefit, but we do still win that, so that's fine. We did take pretty heavy losses, though. So that's less fine, for sure. So that's actually why this was popping up this way, because those rebels existed. They were out in Fog of War, or rather Terra Incognita. So now that's going to go away. Excellent. And we're going to move them on back. Now, I would like to drop our army maintenance again, but we do desperately need to send as many men into the army as possible. That said, we are going to be emptying our manpower pool very shortly here. So I think we're going to drop our army maintenance at this time down to around here. And then we're going to run rooting out corruption to an even balance. We do want to root out corruption as much as possible. So that'll be fine. And we will eventually arrive back over here. It takes a while to get around up here, but we're not really expecting too much issues over here. 0.3% chance now, and 2.8% chance. So neither of these should be a problem from here on out. In theory, anyway. So that's good. And that's interesting that our fleet went all the way around up here. I don't know why it did that, but sure, it'll take some time to get back over here. So at this point, we can start backing out our army maintenance a little bit down to around here and rooting out additional corruption. I want to be making around 0.1 gold per month, so this'll do. And we can see that we have manpower going into our manpower pool. For right now, that's okay. I will accept that. So we're dropping our corruption by 0.52 per year. That's good. That is very, very good. Ando was building a spy network. That's not shocking. What are we at for our... Ooh, we can get another land force limit unit. I like it. So we're going to get down here, and we are going to immediately recruit in, as soon as we have the gold anyway, we're going to immediately recruit in another one. And we're going to drop our army maintenance down to around here. Actually, we're going to get it absolute minimum, and we're only going to reinforce 8 troops per month. It'll be 8 once all of these get in position, I think. There's only 3 right now. But that's okay. We need to build up a little cash here. And that'll be fine. We can also see our inflation's at 0.4%. We'll deal with that later. I'm not too concerned about that right now. What I really want right now is Miltech 4. That's going to be very important for us. What we really want, of course, is feudalism. But that's a long ways off yet. And paying to embrace that could be spicy with our current economic situation. Our economy is definitely weak. There is no doubt about that. What are you thinking these days, Korea? Minus 88 reasons. They're still neutral towards us, but it's mostly our army strength. Fair enough. Our army is not that strong. That is definitely true. So we are building up our manpower and our treasury to be able to strengthen it a little bit. And we'd love an opportunity to go after this guy. Orachoni would not join. Solon would. We saw that they had an 8k stack there. How strong is Solon? They've got a 9k stack. So we would definitely struggle to fight that. There's no doubt about that. Zhengzhou is allied, and they're a tributary state of Ming, so that's not an option for us. We can't attack Ando because Ashikaga would defend them. Otherwise, I would absolutely expand down into Japan. That would absolutely be something we would do. But we can't do that currently. Why are these guys not coming down? Come on down, guys. Okay, that's strange. I don't think I ordered them to stop. But sure. Okay, we now have the manpower that we need. I'm going to drop the rooting out of corruption for the moment. And I want to restore our army troops here. This is going to get rid of some of our manpower. There's no doubt about that. Nanai just declared war on these guys. Now that's interesting. That's very interesting. We're going to lose the stability here, which is unfortunate. We do need to boost that back up to be at 0 stability, so we'll go ahead and do so. But this is a fascinating situation here. Nanai declared this. Shibe did not join. Perhaps they weren't called in. Nanai has 11,000 troops. Do we feel like we could handle that? I feel like it's a hard maybe. Let's give them a moment to respond to Nanai and regenerate our troops a bit. Okay, we see that their troops are heading this way. Now, they have 3 shock pips and 2 fire pips in their general. That is far better than our general. I wouldn't mind doing a bit of general re-rolling. That said, they're Miltech 3. How close are we to Miltech 4? April of 1461, so about 11 months. If we don't spend Miltech on re-rolling our generals, or military power, rather. Okay. We have numbers on them. And we have better flanking than they do. What is the combat width here? The combat width... Well, combat width in Europa is not at the province level, is it? Okay. Well, we have a wider combat width then. Okay, so we see that they're up here. I think we have to do this. I really do. We do a forced migration here. We don't co-belligerent Solon. Now, they have more troops than we do. But they're also fighting Nanai. I think we have to do this. I don't see an option here. This is an opportunity to strengthen our position, and a very important opportunity. We have to get this, and it has to work right now. So, we are at low maintenance. That is actually really unfortunate. I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited. They could walk in here, and they thought about it. We got the morale tick there. We would arrive on 3 July. We're going to wait another month tick here. Yeah, we can see Nanai is up here. Okay, so they have 9K right now. And they're continuing to build. We honestly need mercs, I think. Let's see. How much would these guys cost? 19? Okay. We're going to have to debase our currency a couple of times. I'm not going to do it right now. But we're going to hire this merc force. And once they arrive, we'll go in. Okay. Now, we can't merge these together, but we're going to go in right now. Well, the mercs are actually low morale. That's unfortunate. I didn't realize they'd start at no morale. We will arrive here on 4 August right now. Okay. They have occupied here. So all we need is this province right now. I don't quite want to go yet. There should be a stable government, huh? Well, sure. I can agree with that statement. Yeah, I don't quite want to engage this just yet. I want to give it 1 more month tick, and we will arrive on 1 September if we go right now. This is probably going to be... Well, it's not going to be our best time to go because the morale on these mercs is still very, very low. The real problem here is they have a much better general than we do. But let's see how this goes. We have numbers, a wider combat width, fingers crossed. Okay, 1 September. Oh, we just crushed them. Fantastic. Okay, so that got us a little war score there. Now, we're going to be running into debt here very shortly. So we're going to debase again. And we absolutely need to take this location. Now, we're not going to be able to siege down their capital, most likely. But what we can do is we can walk over here. We're only at 2% war score. Did Shibe join in this? Oh, Shibe did join in. And Korshin? Oh, Shibe is in a separate war against Solon. Interesting. Okay. Well, we're going to take what opportunities we can here. And we can't cross here because they brought in their fleet. Sure. That makes me very sad. They're just going to sit here. This is all they're going to do is sit here. However, we at least get 1 province out of this. We can't fight this fleet. That's not something we can do. We can hope that they leave, but I highly doubt that they will. Wait a second. They left. They're probably going to come back in. I think these guys are coming in now. We'll try to move over to the mainland. Yeah, we don't make it. We're going to keep trying. And hope that they allow us to move over. They don't have a reason to allow us to move over. This is the right play on their part. No, we don't want to use the Navy. That would not be good. So these guys are definitely in some serious danger right now. I would absolutely love to get this province as well. This would be amazing. Unfortunately, we're not going to. Now, we don't have ticking war score on our side because we don't have their capital and we can't get there. That's okay for the moment. They unoccupied this. I'm hoping that they come in and fight these guys. I'm also really hoping that this navy goes away. If we can just get to here... Hang on. Can we cross if this is controlled by a neutral party? I know we can cross if it's controlled by us. I doubt that we would be able to cross it with a neutral party, but we'll see. How's that siege going, anyway? They're minus 28% still. Okay. So these are all landlocked nations that they're fighting, so we do not expect that they are able to do anything over here. It'll be interesting to see what ends up happening here, for sure. So we do have this merc company that we're paying to maintain right now. The only reason we had them was to make sure that we won the battle here. But this is definitely a little bit irritating that they're doing this. Now, it is possible. Yeah, they're coming in to fight this force. I'm not shocked by that. We are actually kind of winning. This is a inland sea here, so galleys are more effective. Or actually, because it's a coast, galleys are slightly more effective. Yeah, we're doing okay. Yeah, we're actually winning that. Now, we did end up losing a ship, I think. No, we didn't. Cool. So we're going to get repairs here, and then we're going to try to fight them here. We may want to bring our transports in just to soak damage as well. Okay, so we can see here that they have won that. They're still chilling here. Okay. Slightly unfortunate. And our naval maintenance is up currently. But we can grab Miltech 4. So that is very, very good for us. We will happily do that. And we're repairing here still. So it'll take a little bit of time for these repairs to happen. They have 16 ships here. And we can't cross. Which makes me very sad. We do need to control this strait, and the question is, how are we going to go about doing that? Now, we are about to go into debt again. For the moment, since we see them here, I'm interested in maybe dropping back our army maintenance a bit, although that's not great. We'll debase again, but I'm not super happy about it. Okay, they've reoccupied here. Hang on a moment. They lost their ticking war score. That's interesting. And one of their fleets just left and went up here. Now, I do want to continue repairing. This galley in particular really needs some repair work. Okay, they're down over here. I wonder if we can distract their fleet into coming down to the Soya Strait long enough to get through. They have a stronger fleet than we do. No doubt about it. But, I mean, we could roll up an admiral too. That would probably help. Decent maneuver there. Okay, for the time being, I'm just letting this galley replenish a bit. Once it's over 50%, I think, maybe. That's when we'll go. Yeah, I mean, we're at 55 here. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we'll see about getting over here. I'm not sure. What are they even claiming? I don't know what they're going to take here. But we'll take a look at what scraps we can get from this war. And it's going to be scraps, for sure. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings. And I will see you all next time.